This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hi, welcome to another Top Whatever, right? Today we are talking about the top 10 games I enjoyed painting in 2017. So, I painted a ton of games, and there were some that I painted and I felt like I was pulling teeth, and then there were others I just painted and I just enjoyed and sat back and had a great time painting. So let's head to the list and take a look at some of the stuff that I painted. Warhammer Quest comes in at number 10. This game, even though the game isn't great, I enjoyed sitting down painting that. Now, I didn't get a chance to, we filmed a video in, I think it was January, and I was painting the older, the first version of it. The second version came out later, but the first version, I really had a good time painting. The models were clean, they were quick, they were concise. It's always fun with all the colors with the Tanish. I really had an enjoyable time with this. And of course, you know, in the Age of Sigmar universe, it's a lot of fun painting their stuff. At number 9, well, at number 9 is Mansions of Madness. The second edition of Mansions of Madness, I really got a chance to break down and paint, and I've done some videos. I think you guys will see. It was very enjoyable. I had a great time doing this. I found that I always enjoy painting Cthulhu figures and the Cultus and stuff like that. It's always fun when you can mix and match different colors and stuff like that. And the investigators are a lot of fun and easy. They're good, solid models, and it was a lot of fun. At number 8 is, well, I kind of included this because they came out with a new set and they kind of revamped everything and they made the game more fun. And that's Warhammer Age of Sigmar, the Blightwar. I really enjoyed painting this. I thought this was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed painting the plague figures. It's been a while since I've done that. And then, of course, you know, it's always fun to paint the Sigmar Marines, as they call them. I really enjoy those guys. They're so easy to do. They're a lot of fun to crank out. I love doing their armor, and when you're done, they always look just so cool. They really do. Just a lot of fun. At number 7, oh, we're going to stick with Games Workshop, believe it or not. There's a lot of Games Workshop on here, but when you have good quality miniatures like that, they're a lot of fun. The new 40K set. The new 40K set was so much fun to paint. I like the new bigger figures. I like the whole skirmish part of it. There's a lot of people that are fighting it and are not too happy about it, but I really enjoyed it. I really had a good time. I decided to try something different and paint Blood Angels, and I had a great time doing it. I got those done. It was fun, and we did a live play with it, and just really enjoyed it. At number 6, and number 6 is something I did not too long ago, and that's Witchborn. Witchborn is a really under the radar game. I really enjoyed painting that up. It's a unique game. You can use any miniatures that you want or anything that you find, and as a matter of fact, Miniature Market had a bunch of bones figures, and you can just integrate some of those if you wanted to. But they included a whole bunch of clans in the box set, and the bone figures were just beautiful. I had such a good time painting the dwarves. I did the elves. I did the oh god, the paladins. Just really great figures. A good time painting, and you're going to see it on the table sooner than later. At number 5 is a game that I really enjoy, and I painted a ton of this stuff, and it's all quiet on the Martian front. For somebody that may be a beginner, you're going to find that this is a very enjoyable set to paint. It's a lot of fun. When you get those Martians, first of all, putting the Martians together are just so easy. You feel a sense of accomplishment when you put them together. And then when you paint them, it's a lot of dry brushing, but it's such a neat figure, and you watch as it evolves and it comes out of its shell. It's just absolutely gorgeous when you get the Martians done. And then painting the military figures, the tanks, are just so much fun. You can do so many different things with them. It's just an enjoyable experience to paint that box set. At number 4. And number 4 is a game that people either love or they hate. But Dark Souls comes with some of the best figures you will ever get your hands on. They are absolutely gorgeous, and they are fun to paint. Now, it's kind of hard because a lot of them are ethereal, but you have to come up with different things. And I was able to do that and really create some unique things that I was pretty happy with when I was done. The bigger figures are just absolutely gorgeous. I had such a good time painting them. And I tried to stay true to the game. And that made it fun. It made it a lot of fun. And when you're painting a lot of bigger figures, it's just really enjoyable. And this game makes it at number 4. At number 3 is a game that we completely screwed up when we played, and we really got torn up by the publisher, but that didn't stop me from having a great time painting it and getting it to the table. And not only that, but we had a great time playing the game. When we played it wrong, we had fun, and then when we played it right, we even had more fun. And that is Cthulhu Wars. Those big figures are such home runs, and you are just pushing some paint around, and I had such a good time with them. And then making each little cultist unique, I thought, was just so much fun. It was so enjoyable. I had a real blast playing around with this, and I thought this was just an all-around, just fun game to paint and fun game to play on top of that. And number 2 was a surprise for me because, well, yeah, it's going to be another Games Workshop game. But here's the thing. I thought it was Necromunda, only renamed. But it seems that they're coming out with Necromunda. So, what does that make this? That makes this just a pretty great game. And that's Shadow War Armageddon. Putting these buildings together was a lot of fun. It comes with some of the most amazing terrain. And then being able to just take the terrain and do so many neat things with it, it really just enhanced the whole part of the game. Putting the orcs together, a couple of orcs and a couple scouts. Once you got them together, the terrain, though, really sells this game. And really, when painting it up is so much fun, because there's so many little nuances, and how detailed you want to make your game really comes down to you and what you want to do with the terrain. And I just had so much fun painting this. It was so enjoyable. You can see that video. It was just a lot of fun. The number 1 game that I had a blast painting in 2017 is a game that is probably one of Janice's favorite games of all time. I guess I'll have to ask her at some point, but she really loves playing this game. And that's Arcadia Quest Inferno and the Dragons. Wow. Inferno was just so enjoyable, and it takes the number 1 slot because I think mainly because of the main boss sitting in that chair. That was just such a cool pose and so much fun to paint. It sticks in my head. And the reason I slashed dragons is because the dragons came out at the same time. and all the different dragons, the Frost Dragon, the Chaos Dragon, they just were huge, enjoyable. They were fun things to paint online. Having something that big scale. The chibis were a lot of fun because they were just so different and unique. And even the bad guys, some of the poses and stuff like that really just sold putting this together and painting it. There was nothing to put together, actually. It was just take it out of the box, prime it up, and paint it, and just let your imagination do whatever. Cards were detailed. The art was perfect. Good map on what you wanted to paint with, and I really, really enjoyed this and had a great time. So that's my list for 2017. Maybe you saw something I painted that you thought looked better, and it looked like I had more fun doing. Maybe you painted something that you had fun painting, and that you can't wait to tell me. Well, there's only one way to do that, and that's to put something in the comments down below here. Right? Let me know what you painted this year that you had a great time and enjoyed. Obviously, I painted a bunch of games, and I've enjoyed some, and some I didn't enjoy at all. But maybe that's a list for another day, some of the games I didn't enjoy painting in 2017. So, there's our list. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this little peek into what goes on in my squirrel cage. And until next time, I'm Rob Warren, and we will see you soon.